Ramen, from cheap street food to global phenomenon, the secret history of umami. Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we're slurping our way into the incredible story of a dish that has taken the world by storm. Ramen. How did this humble bowl of noodles go from a quick, cheap street food snack in Japan to a global culinary obsession, even earning Michelin stars? Well, get ready, because we're about to uncover the secret history of ramen. Let's rewind the clock. Most people think of ramen as quintessentially Japanese, but its roots actually trace back to late 19th century China. Chinese immigrants in Japan's port cities introduced a noodle soup called ramen, which means pulled noodles. These early versions were simple, wheat noodles in a savory broth, often sold from pushcarts to laborers looking for a cheap, filling meal. It was known as China soba, meaning Chinese noodles. It was tasty, it was affordable, and it was the humble beginning of a revolution. Historical note, in fact, the word ramen is believed to be a Japanese adaptation of the Chinese ramen, or perhaps from the Chinese words luo, boiled, and mion, noodles. It took decades for the term ramen to replace the older name China soba in the Japanese vocabulary. The real turning point for ramen came after World War II. Japan faced severe food shortages, but a massive import of cheap wheat flour from the United States changed everything. This, combined with the return of Japanese soldiers from China who had developed a taste for noodle dishes, created the perfect storm. Entrepreneurs started experimenting. They tweaked the broth, perfected the noodles, and began adding uniquely Japanese toppings. This is where ramen started to shed its Chinese noodle image and develop its own distinct identity. Interesting fact, in the post-war era, the Japanese government actually tried to ban street ramen sales because the wheat was US subsidized and technically regulated. However, the hunger was so great and the dish so popular that ramen vendors defied the law. Keeping the flame of this dish alive during Japan's hardest years, different regions began crafting their own signature styles. In Sapporo, they added miso, creating a rich, hearty broth perfect for cold winters. In Hakata, they specialized in a creamy pork bone broth called tonkotsu. This was the birth of regional ramen, a delicious tapestry of local flavors. But the single biggest innovation in ramen's history that came in 1958, thanks to a man named Momofuku, Ando, witnessing long lines for black market ramen after the war. He was determined to create a version that could be made quickly and easily at home. After countless experiments, he invented instant noodles. His first product, chicken ramen, was a game changer. Just add hot water, and you had a satisfying bowl of noodles in minutes. The tempura anecdote legend has it that Ando found his eureka moment while watching his wife fry tempura. He realized that flash frying the noodles removed moisture and created microscopic holes. When hot water was added later, those holes allowed the noodles to rehydrate instantly. A simple kitchen observation that birthed a multi-billion-dollar industry. Then, in 1971, he topped that with the creation of cup noodles. This put ramen into the hands of people everywhere, cementing its status as a global convenience food. It was a symbol of post-war recovery and innovation. So, how did ramen make the leap from a quick, cheap eat to a gourmet experience? The 1980s economic boom in Japan played a huge role. With more disposable income, people started seeking higher quality food experiences. Ramanya, or ramen shops, began popping up everywhere, each with a master chef passionately dedicated to perfecting their craft. The media caught on, and soon, magazines and TV shows were ranking the best shops, turning chefs into local celebrities. This created a culture of ramen hunting, where foodies would travel far and wide to taste a legendary bowl. It was no longer just about filling your stomach. It was about appreciating the artistry. This new wave of ramen appreciation eventually washed up on international shores. In the early 2000s, pioneering chefs started opening authentic shops in cities like New York and Paris. At first, it was a niche interest, but word of mouth, fueled by the internet, spread like wildfire. People were mesmerized by the complexity of the broth, the chewiness of the noodles, and the melt-in-your-mouth chashu pork. They discovered that ramen wasn't just instant noodles, it was a dish with incredible depth and soul. The secret to ramen's addictive quality lies in a single, magical word: umami. Umami is the fifth basic taste, alongside sweet, sour, salty, and bitter. It's often described as a savory, meaty flavor. Ramen is an umami bomb. Ingredients like kombu seaweed, shiitake, mushrooms, dried fish, and long-simmered bones are packed with the natural compounds that create umami. When a ramen master combines these, they are conducting an orchestra of flavor. It's this carefully crafted umami that elevates ramen to a culinary masterpiece. Today, the ramen phenomenon is bigger than ever. Chefs are pushing boundaries, experimenting with truffle-infused broths, or even vegan and gluten-free options. The evolution is non-stop. In 2015, a humble 9-seat ramen shop in Tokyo called Tuta became the first ever to be awarded a Michelin star. It was a monumental moment, officially recognizing the skill involved in crafting the perfect bowl. It solidified ramen's place on the world stage, right alongside French haute cuisine and Italian fine dining. From a simple street cart to a Michelin-starred delicacy, ramen's journey is a testament to cultural exchange, innovation, and the universal love for a good, honest bowl of food. It connects people, comforts them, and continues to evolve in surprising ways. So the next time you slurp down a bowl, take a moment to appreciate the incredible journey it took to get to your table. Thanks for joining me on this culinary adventure. What's your favorite style of ramen? Let me know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more deep dives into the stories behind our favorite foods. See you next time.